let's look at a farmer, okay? Concepts of brains farmers that wants to spend his entire life blaming the libs for everything wrong in the country.
Why soybean prices are where they're at. It's because the 4 years of us under the Biden administration drove our input costs, through the roof. Left that is crying, saying it's because of the tariffs is the reason Trump is having to bail us farmers out. I don't get where these people that's on the far left, where they get their logical thinking. It just makes no sense to me.
Concepts of brains. He has no idea what the hell he's talking about. Listen to an actual farmer who has a working brain, how he explains why we're here in this situation.
Largest importer of soybeans in the world. They import 61% of the world's market. Last year, we sent around 12 billion, I think $14 billion worth of soybeans the year before. For the first time in 20 years, China's bought zero soybeans and zero new crop corn out of this country.
Zero?
So we went from 12 billion to zero.
Where are they buying the soybeans?
Brazil. You see, we lost 42% of our market share in the first tariff war. In Trump's first tariff war, the Chinese went to buying their soybeans from Brazil. They invested billions of dollars in Brazilian infrastructure. They have moved into Africa, and they're going to commercially farm in Africa. Since we left with USAID, they moved their Belt and Road program into Africa. So we've pretty much lost the Chinese market share.
Yeah. I have no idea what that farmer's political affiliation is, and frankly, I don't care. But he's right. When this dumpster fire came in with 6 bankruptcies and 3 failed marriages, he started a trade war. We were selling $15, $16 billion a year. We went down to like 3.2. And what did we do? We bailed out the dumbass farmers that voted for this guy with our tax dollars. The people that always bitch and moan about socialism. Socialism is of the devil. It's bad. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps. But they had no problem taking our money. And then it went right back up under Joe Biden. You know, Sleepy Joe that didn't even know what his name was. Somehow, some of those soybean prices were the highest that they ever were. And then what happened again? You voted for the dumbass, the white supremacist, because you had to own the libs. Now you haven't sold a single soybean, a shipment, since May. $0 in sales. Why? Because during the dumbass's first administration, what happened was people said, maybe we don't have to go to the United States. Maybe they're not a reliable trade partner. So they went to places like Argentina and Brazil and other countries, and they brought up their infrastructure. They made special tax deals, and they made it more competitive. So now what's happening is China goes, fine, you want to try to bully us? We'll just buy it somewhere else. Good luck. Now, we're all paying tariffs, right? Because this dumbass doesn't know what he's talking about. So what's happening? What did he say? Oh, I was looking around. Hey, look, I found a couple $1 billion in tariffs because I'm so smart. So now the farmers are paying all this money for potash and farm equipment and all this other stuff. You and I, all of us are paying this money. They're going to take that money once again and bail out the damn farmers that keep voting against their own best interests. That's where we are. The lack of working brain cells on some of these people in this country, it's astonishing. They keep voting against their own best interests. But we're against socialism, but you have to do it for me. This is where we are. Concepts of brains. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps, because I don't want to give you my damn money. I don't do socialism, but I'll pray for you. Take it up with Jesus. Thoughts and tariffs.